Hello, welcome back. As you can tell by my thumbnail, round one of Wimbledon, Wimby, absolutely ridiculous. I was gonna film this yesterday, but Wimbledon is they're the traditional tournament, which means they have to. They can't install lights. That's ridiculous. So when the sun goes down, so does the matches, except on center court. Then they can just close the roof and keep playing because that makes sense. That's traditional, you know. It I don't get it. But anyways, Wimbledon round one was absolutely crazy. Both defending champions came out to defend center court on respective days and almost lost. Both had scares. Um, Other than that, the top seeded American on the men's side is out. The GOAT was pushed on the men's side. The GOAT lost on the women's side in her return. She looked great though. I mean, she looked like she moved old, but for a 45-year-old, going out there and playing on center court, she looked great. You know what I mean? Like, respectively. So let's talk about it, man. This was an absolutely insane, some of the best matches I've ever watched. And let's start with none other than what I think was the best match of round one. Yannick Sinner versus Miomir Kekmanovic. I think a lot of us thought after the fourth set that it might be, or the third set, that it might be happening again. If you look at the stats of this match, I mean, it's Sinner was just not hitting his shots well, and he won the first set. No, he lost the first set by a break. Yeah, I'm trying to find the stats here just so that he lost the first set by a break, took the second set pretty swiftly, way easier, and then he lost that third set in a tiebreaker, and that was where it was kind of iffy. When he goes down 2-1 after an insane tiebreaker, if you want like why people find tennis entertaining, go watch, search on YouTube or something, whatever you can find it right here. Search Sinner Kekmanovic third set tiebreak. See if you can find that video of that, because that was one of the most exciting things I've ever watched. Kekmanovic took it. The set point he saved in that tiebreak was the best point I think I've ever watched. He had Sinner diving all over the court, but Sinner was diving all over the court and defending. And so yeah, the second set was 6-3 Sinner, and then set four comes out. It's 3-2 on serve, and then the break finally comes, and he loses that set 6-2. Doesn't even force him to serve for it, and it comes in the same spot in the fourth at 3-2 on serve, same way of breaking. He did force him to serve for it in the fifth set, but Yannick Sinner is locked in. He also just won his round two matchup today against Nuno Borges. Again, a little sweaty, not nearly as sweaty though. 7-6, 7-6, 6-4. Borges actually served for the second set at one point. I was kind of hoping he would get that and at least give our defending champion another sweat, but he could not. And then on the women's side of the game, Iga Swiatek, a lot of people actually predicted Iga to lose. I think that's a little ridiculous, guys, but she has been having a rough year, and it wouldn't have been the most surprising thing for her to not win this matchup, but she did come through. If I could find it in here, I can't. There's too many matches. They played 30 matches a day on both sides. Oh, she played Tuesday. I'm an idiot. I'm looking at the Monday scores, and I'm trying to confirm the score. But yeah, she played a great match against Taylor Townsend. I did predict this match to go 3 sets because Taylor Townsend has been having an incredible year in the singles game. Taylor Townsend, if you don't know, one of the only players, her and her doubles partner are the only two big players who can play both singles and doubles, and Pliskova can't really do it. It's Taylor. Taylor Townsend is one of the only players who can play singles and doubles, and she lost the first set 6-1, came back, won the second set 6-2. She then went down a break, broke back, and then broke back again to, it's, honestly, I think in these matches, like Miomir and Taylor, it's just, you glance over at the scoreboard, and you read 1, Yannick Sinner, or you read 2, Iga Swiatek, and it's kind of like it might set in for you, and that's where you're going to lose the match. It's not even that they're playing extremely well. It's just that you look over at the scoreboard and you realize the magnitude of the situation of the win you could get, and it causes you to not be able to get the win. I think that might have happened because Taylor didn't play her best tennis after that break, but Emma Navarro coming through for the Americans. Love to see it. Paul Badosa is a great sleeper player. She struggled with injuries. Iva Jovic, she begled, I believe it was Jacqueline Christian in that set in their last set on Monday. It was Jacqueline Christian, I remember now. Daria Kasatkina, one of my favorite non-Americans, through to round 3. Claire Liu, one of my favorite players on the women's side because of her TikToks. Every match, someone filmed it for her. I don't know if it's her coach. I don't know who does that for her, but and they post it on TikTok afterwards. That's fun to watch. They don't post the whole match, but they post like the big points, and then she talks a little after the match. It's fun to watch if you're a fan of the game, which I am. And then other big matches, there wasn't really any major upsets that I saw. I don't think. All the Brits lost, if you're wondering. Jack Draper unfortunately withdrew, leaving to Dusan Lajovic, maybe. Let me Dusan. His name is Dusan. It's Dusan Lajovic, replacing him, and he was not any good against Fritz. Didn't expect him to be. Medvedev through to round 3. I actually predicted that he would lose to Marin Cilic, and he dismantled him. Speaking of surprising dismantles, Stefanos Tsitsipas fires his dad a day before Wimbledon. His dad was his coach. He fires him the day before Wimbledon, and then he beats Gatson and just belts him. And I was like, and you look at Stefanos doing that, firing his dad and beating Gatson, and then you look at Ben Shelton, and then you look at Leylah Fernandez, who both lost in round 1, and you're like, is this really the best thing for you? You know, it is the person who's been teaching you your whole life still teaching you the best thing for you. And me personally, I don't see how that could be the answer. I don't see how you're making millions of dollars a year and you could hire some of the best analytics in the world and you're keeping your fathers. I get the emotional aspect of it. You don't want to fire your dad, but they should step down. I think Ben Shelton's dad should step down after that loss. If you don't know, Ben lost in 5 to Finnish qualifier. Yeah, Oliver Virtanen. Oliver Virtanen lost in the first round of qualifiers at the French Open, and he lost in the first round of qualifiers at the Alls Open. So just not a good look at all for that. Other than this, Zverev had a tester 6-4, 6-7, 7-6, 7-6. You know, he easily could have went 5 sets with him there. Kokkinakis Bublik Cinemas 6-4, 3-6, 7-6, 3-6, 4-6. I don't know why they have the score like that. But Zysal Bergs wins the first 2 sets on seeded Ugo Humbert, almost chokes and then comes back. Jaka Mensik, the 15 seed Roland Garros semifinalist, went to 5 sets with Toby Samuel, who had a dream run at one of the warm-up tournaments for this, and kind of not surprising that he would do well. Flavio Cavalli gets through Wimbledon, or sorry, not Wimbledon, Roland Garros finalist. You look, Novak Djokovic, 6-4, 5-7, 6-4, 6-4. This sounds straightforward, but none of the sets were straightforward. That was a great match to watch. And I think Tsitsipas versus Novak could be a good match tonight if Tsitsipas plays like he did against Hugo Gaston. Other than that, I mean, no results were too shocking other than that Ben Shelton result. I want to find the exact score here just so I can see how crazy it was because he was also up. One of the best matches that was, of course, the ESPN wouldn't show it. Why would they, right? You got to pay $60 if you want to actually be able to watch the tournament. Matteo Berrettini versus Dan the Man Wawrinka. If I was a peak match yesterday. Stan took the first set 7-6, 9-7, and then the second set was absolutely crazy. Another tiebreak. Listen to the score. Tiebreak. This is a 7-point tiebreak. So once you hit 7 points, it's just win by 2. It's first to get 2 points. 18-16. That's ridiculous. And then 7-6, 7-6 for Berrettini from there on out. So great sets, but Berrettini just came through in the clutch. Arthur Fils plays his first match since before Roland Garros on the grass. First match on the grass, beats Collignon 5-1-3. That's a good win for Arthur Fils. I love Arthur Fils. I mean, he has a good mentality. He just struggles with the injuries. And if we're looking forward to some of our round 2 matchups for tomorrow, we might even have some round 3s confirmed. Do I see any potential upsets. Oh, I do. The Demon has to play Adrian Manarino. Manarino's an unk. He is old, but he's been playing really good in this grass swing like he always does. Zverev's got a tough task in Royer. I think that'll be a little harder than the blocks matchup on grass, but we'll see. Lehechka versus Molkan, that should be straightforward. Berrettini Feast, that will be a great match. Tiafo, John Chewinski. If he struggles there, then he's cooked. He should walk through and play the winner of Bublik, Jacquet, and and then Mensik Dimitrov could be good if Dimitrov rises his level. And then the only third round matchup confirmed is Sinner Brooksby. And then on the women's side, we go. Let's see if we have any confirmed matches for them. Jovic, Maria tomorrow will be good. That's today. Jovic is about to play. So let's see tomorrow. I want to see potential matchups. Navarro, she's got an easy win. Anisimova Keenan could be fun. Kiashtok Vinkova will be fun. Swiatek Pliskova will be fun. A lot of Sakari Rakimova will be fun. Wow, Paulini Gobik, that is a second round matchup. That's gonna be scary for Yasmin. She's not been playing her best tennis this year. But thank you for watching. This is the best tournament year round, I think. And let's go Big Foe. He's gonna take it home this year. Now Serena, you're a thing of the past. You lost, but it's Big Foe's time. What is that? What's the correlation? Not much, but Tiafo is gonna take over Wimbledon for the Americans. Now that Ben Shelton's out, he's the next guy up. It's Taylor Fritz. But he beat Taylor Fritz, so it doesn't matter what Taylor Fritz does. Let's go Big Foe. And I hope to update you with some more crazy news. I hope I film an emergency Sinner Loss podcast. Not that I'm cheering against Yannick or anything, but, it makes it a little more fun when there's complete chaos. Yeah. Bye.